Yo, we are back in BMX Streets. And yeah, after doing the video on ScootX a few days ago, maybe it was yesterday, I don't know when I'm going to up this video, I wanted to come back to the conservatory map that's been completely redone by Rotex and looks absolutely insane. And yeah, give it a go with the BMX, see what kind of tricks we can come up with, maybe some interesting new gaps that we couldn't do before. Yeah, let's get into it. One difference you'll notice is in BMX Streets, you have these letters. It's very Tony Hawk-esque. I think actually, you could probably combo these together if you really wanted to. Don't know if you would really want to be honest. Maybe not. Shit, we missed it. And as you can see, we're playing multiplayer as well. Right now, I'm using a VPN to connect to, I think it's America. Like time-wise, I don't think anybody's on in Europe. There we go. Because we did a whip, it kind of reacted. Oh. Even got the board to kind of flip for us. Some of the grind stuff, I don't know, I have trouble with some of this recently. I don't know why. Don't know if it's just the game or just me being crap or not. Some of the like manual movement, especially in those manis, is kind of horrendous. Like it doesn't really turn properly. So if you wanted to go around, okay, that's what a full Jimmy is. I didn't actually know what that was. I hadn't found it up until that point. The more you know. Probably gap between those rails as well. I don't know if my settings will allow that, or at least very easily. Yeah, you got ideas for days when it comes to that little area there. Yeah, something like magnets when it comes to grinds can be a bit weird. Like they help in some places, but then they like cause weird stuff to happen at the same time. So sometimes I just turn it off completely. We nearly got the fake feeble as well. My never-ending reporting of how grinds are going. I found feebles a bit inconsistent recently. Let's try one. There's a notification. I should really turn that off. Oh, then again, it's actually working today. It's a never-ending thing. To a feeble? That was pretty nice. That just made me realise there's no bike sounds when it comes to the replay editor, but I've noticed other people do have sounds. Okay, you see how weird the turning is for this? So I don't know if it's because I've got that sound mod that has like the different peg, that thing. At first, like when I heard that, I thought it was really annoying and I didn't want to use it. I've kind of grown to like it. So I noticed it's been like this for a while actually, but I get a lot of hitching when it comes to this game. Usually when I spawn, I think, it'll just be a long pause where nothing's happening. It feels like the game's freezing or something. Oh, screwed up the turn at the end. But definitely grind combos feel pretty good now. For the most part, anyway. I don't know, you'll have moments where it works, and then have moments where it feels kind of off. It's hard to explain. That was worth a try. Don't quite get all the way around. Maybe we do. Got Marvin Tenderloin. I think that's somebody else who I know, but they've got a different name. But yeah, this is one of the cool things about having multiplayer. I'm kind of glad I maybe played some sort of role in getting it into the game. I'm not gonna like claim I'm the person that got it there, because the plan was already to have it in. But you know, it kind of kicked something in motion at the very least. That's a good thing. In fact, thinking about it, I think this is Jer, who is a map maker extraordinaire. I think. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong. Also bounce your body off that board, like that. That's one cool thing. You can use the drone and like film each other. So yeah, my recommendation is definitely, if you're in a more remote part of the world, get a VPN. I'm using Mulvand, I think is the name. This isn't a sponsored thing. Somebody mentioned it's like $5 a month. If it means I get to actually play with other people, because I literally have nobody, it's definitely worth it, I think. I was also thinking we could gap from here to somewhere. I'm not sure where in particular. But now we've got ledges on the outside. You do have something to aim for. Could even get to that box, maybe. Getting closer. Yeah, if you go from the middle bit, you can actually pretty much go as far as you like. We're going to go from here. We can't turn, which is a problem. It's not really that hard to go around. Yeah, please mash. Fix those. And also these. Like, they can look really off sometimes. Maybe it's the manual one? Yeah. I want to do something on this top bit. This can just manual around it until we hit the rocks. Got some nice gravel sounds. I did see one or two people complaining that the sounds are a bit too much. Like the ramp various different sounds. Also that peg sound, the metal pegs. It'd be annoying for some people as well. It's okay, I get it. I was annoyed as well. And for some reason I started to like appreciate it. Damn. Gonna have a sort of techie session up here. Not sure if we're entirely successful. Kinda want to do a disaster. Nah, ain't gonna work. Ooh, nice. Not so nice. Keep trying to get over to that ledge. Other things kind of get in the way a little bit. Kind of gapped over at least. Oh. Well, made it at least. Ooh. Could almost do like a little front tire bonk on the ledge. To a grind after it, if we can make it. The cool thing is, if somebody sees you trying it, they can also try it themselves. So even if you don't intend to, you can kind of get that sense of things going, which is nice. Could never do this when I was playing by myself. Okay, it keeps that tipping over the front. Ooh. Made it. Super minor trick. Oh. Okay, what is going on? Why is it making a sound? Yeah, it's definitely safe to say like the online multiplayer is a little bit quirky. I don't know, that's kind of fine. As long as we've got something, I will take it. Oh, we ain't gonna make that. As you can maybe see, seeing if we can do something on these rocks. Maybe a little bit awkward to ride, to be honest. You can always get some like trials riding style stuff going. I'm glad the solid objects at least. Same with these. You can just stall. A lot of the trees haven't been put in. That's one thing I should mention. Manch was saying, like, in some of the trailers or videos he's been putting out, like, a lot of this greenery had physics to it. Like, if you hit it, it kind of reacts. For now, that's not included. That's still being worked on. But there's also a chance it may not make it, just because it's kind of fairly processor intensive, having, like, physics-based things all over the place. I don't know, that's fair enough, I think. If it's there, it's nice. Maybe at least make the trees solid so we can like bonk off them or whatever. Damn, comboing off everything. But overall, general consensus seems to be this map is amazing. There's a few Easter eggs and weird things to it as well, which I don't think a lot of people have figured out. I don't know if anybody's figured out all of it. There's apparently one that Rotex included which hasn't been discovered yet. Maybe it has at the time doing this video. Because there's like these buttons all the way up here which turn on and off the fans. I don't know if doing that to all of them will do anything. Okay, we turned it off, but nothing really happened. Let's have this mash, cache, whatever the hell it is, thing somewhere. Right at the very top. Don't know how we'd ever get to that. Can we ride on this? I doubt it. There's also another one here, which I have no idea how you're supposed to get to. Yeah, when you look at the map in that sense, like there's just movable parts and stuff all over the place. We've just got all this junk laying around. You can actually turn it off as well. The third button at the entrance. We'll head over there now. Gets rid of some of that. So if that is causing you to slow down a bit. Pretty sure toggle gameplay elements is what you want to touch, because that will get rid of everything for you. Like going to the drone. Press A to shoot soccer balls at it, obviously. Please get to the very end. Actually, no, screw it. Get off there. I actually got a clip of me going from the transition into that. Like it was some sort of miracle manual where I landed on top. It was by chance as well, which was kind of crazy. And I was just like, oh shit, got a balance, go all the way through. Figured it out. If I still have the clip, I'll include it here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the new kind of hangout map. Just go on in the evening. Chill out for a bit, try some tricks. If I get enough things together, I'll maybe try and do an edit. I've got another edit in the works, which is kind of a... I don't know, it's probably weird me saying it, but a bit of a mid-edit. Sort of a collection of clips of things that I like, but it's not really good enough to be a full-on... Hey, here's an amazing edit, but I still want to put them out there, so that'll probably be the next video. I don't know, there's some nice stuff in there. It's not going to be the most bomb thing in the world. I like more low-key, weird things, testing out the engine, more than trying to be the world's best rider. Can we get to a space? No, we cannot. Yeah, if you get weirdness like that happening, just turn off a lot of the assists, and that should help you out. Especially if you're trying to get a really complicated line. You're finding the game's like fighting you to get to what you want. Turn it all off. You should have a better experience, or at least from my own experience I've found that to be the case. This whole area is pretty fun, like the whole layered thing. If you do the tuck up, you can get to like Fakey Smiths fairly easy. What the game does from there is kind of a mystery. You can't quite control what happens next. If you keep working at it though, you should get whatever trick you're after. Now, I'm holding the left trigger and he's hopping to the right. I don't know how that makes sense. Hoping to hop clear. Yeah, it's that every time I do it, something slightly different happens. In a sense, because it's unintended, you may get something kind of unique. Yeah, I want to clear the ledge completely, but he won't do a big enough side hop. Yeah, like sketch. Not pulling it properly. But you get the idea, right? There's infinite potential for grind combos, especially on these ledges. You may have to fight with the game a little bit. But then again, streets and pipe has always been the case. For that sort of thing. Oh, nothing? Screwed up the crank arm. Suddenly had the idea to jump to the rail from there. I don't think we can. Give it a quick go. Yeah, not quite. The other thing I was thinking... I've actually already forgotten what I wanted to do. Yeah, was that? Bump to ledge. I don't know if we can get high enough though. Sweet. Bump to fake your nose, Manny. Just. Let's see if we can get that a bit cleaner. Yeah, the more you play around with this game, the more you kind of figure out quirks and ways to utilize stuff. Barely touching the step there. I don't know if that counts. Bump to a crook. Pretty interesting. Oh, damn it. Went too far. There we go. So yeah, we've had a few people kind of coming in and out as we play. Midwest Lone has pretty much been stood here the whole time, from what I remember. People sessioning the bowl. I wonder if this game is going to go beyond 4 players. Because imagine if it was 8. I think that was the original plan, wasn't it? Or there was 8 players at some point. But cost-wise and various things, I don't know how that's going to turn out in the end. It would be nice to have 8 people. Somebody riding up there who just fell to his death. All in all, yeah, I'm glad multiplayer turned out to be a thing that could potentially be included. I hope it doesn't get removed. I doubt it will, right? People would lose their minds. Damn. Oh, I see the potential for like a Smith 360 pivot to a Smith on the other side, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do it in this video, because it sounds like one of those tricks that's going to take forever. It's definitely doable though. I've dropped into a Smith before in a similar way. We'll give it a few more tries. And if not, we'll save it for another day. Yeah, I switched to this ledge. Still not having any luck. I know it's possible, it's just finding the right... I don't know. Maybe I should turn off a lot of the automatic stuff. Okay, we'll turn everything off and see what happens then. And then we'll call it a day. I think adding a hop may be necessary. Oh, you know what? I'll save it. Definitely have to get it at some point now. Also, just in case anybody's wondering what my camera settings are, you can see them here. I remember watching a Old Potato stream and he mentioned he puts the FOV on 80, makes it a little bit closer. And when I was watching his videos, I thought that looked really nice. So I kind of copied him. Maybe he made some tweaks here and there, but for the most part, it adds a little bit of a fisheye kind of vibe. And yeah, just generally makes things look a little cooler than the base camera. So do give it a go if you do like how this looks. Otherwise, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully more updates. There's supposedly another map coming out in the next month as well, maybe an official one. I think it's going to be another Rotex map, that bowl one. So we'll see what that looks like. And I'll probably do some edits and various other things in the meantime. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.